Hey boys and welcome back to another Bleach Break. So today we're doing a tier list for the Cornfield World Unit. So there's only 9 right now. I was going to wait for the 4th banner to come out, which in like 2 months time, but you know, we're just going to get out of the way. We'll probably update it when the time does come, but because there's only 9 characters, what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 different tier lists for these characters. The first one's going to be PvE, the second one's going to be PvP, and then the third one is going to be for guild quests. Because, you know, with the nature of the game, some characters are designated or designed to be better in certain game modes compared to others. So that is why we're going to be doing 3 different tier lists. If you don't already, this is actually, I think, the 5th tier list that we've done on this channel so far. So on screen right now is the other 4 that we've done. So check them out if you haven't. And then in the bottom left will be a picture depending on whatever tier list we're doing. So if it's PvP, it will say PvP. And the bottom right will be the gameplay for said characters. So let's begin. Coming up first, we have Hakone. Now, he, it, she. The game says he, but technically he doesn't have a gender. He's going to go into S tier. Great character, right? One of the main things about him is he's a no affiliation character. So no affiliation characters are kind of meh, honestly. Like the 4 that are kind of meh that come to mind is Quincy Ichigo, Yuha, Kukaku, and maybe Shuren. I'm not sure if Shuren's class is it. I believe Kokuto's class has no affiliation. He's great. He's also another great character. But yeah, Hakone is by far, like, in my opinion, like the best no affiliation character in the game. So when you're playing Senkamon and stuff like that, having him is just going to make your life so much easier, because there's going to be certain floors where you need to use a no affiliation character, and he just clears in no matter what. I believe Warrior's Path has a floor just for him. Tower of Forging has, I think, floor 50. You want to use a no affiliation character, he can do it under a minute. It saves me time. And then also on floor 23 of Tower of Ordeals, he can also beat it, and he saved me. Every month I was using Sun to beat it, and it just took me so long. But when I pulled Hakone, I could just beat it in my first go, so it's great. But outside of that, outside of Senkamon, 3 flash steps of long stride is great to have. You mean you're speeding around the map, you're dodging all the enemies. And then his strong attacks are also great, because he has a beam on the first strong attack. He has a... No, sorry, his first strong attack is a lunge forward, which is good to have for a melee-based character. His second is a beam forward, so good for clearing out some floors, or depending on the stage, can potentially wipe out that whole stage. And then he also has a 4-screen strong attack, which is great. He's just a really good character, by far one of the best PvE characters in the game. And then he also does a Sorry Killer, which is good to have in pretty much like everything, right? In PvE and even in PvP, if you decide to ever use him in PvP. But yeah, Hakone has secured his spot into S tier. Grimjow is going to go into C tier. I believe his strong attacks have range collision, which, if you don't know what that means, it's not as good as, you know, melee collision, right? It's going to have some hitbox problems. It could potentially miss characters. It's just not that good, pretty much. So his strong attacks are alright. His third is it's not a full screen, but it is a charged strong attack. So depending on how you feel about charged strong attacks, you might rate him higher. You might rate him higher or lower. I'm going to rate him lower, because he's just, in my opinion, he's a good character. I'm just never going to use him. I'm never going to pull for him. The only time I'm ever going to pull for him is if he's a, you know, fill it in a ×2 banner next year. So that is why he's in C tier. Nelio is going to go into A tier. Now, you could debate S tier, because he's probably like one of the actually only usable PvE non-attack based characters, in my opinion. You're going to see with these 2 characters, Yami and Noitora, that I don't really like using non-attack based characters in PvE, except this Nelio. She has a recharge soul trait, which is kind of meh for a non-attack based character, but with her it's good because her second strike attack is a vortex, which combined with a non-attack string, which she flies around the map, literally by far one of the best non-attack strings in the game. That with the vortex and the recharge means you're not getting hit, right? It's a great combination to have. She also has 80% bruiser, which means she's doing a lot of damage, and then she also has poise, so it means nothing's stopping her when she gets hit. I was using her today in Inheritance Zone, and it's just so easy to clear with her and so fast as so that is why she's in A tier. So next up we have Noitora, and we're also going to put Yami in the same tier. Now, like I said earlier, I'm not a fan of using non-attack based characters in PvE. Again, you have to use non-attacks, which means you're open, because with strong attacks you have invincibility frames, right? But with non-attack based characters, you're just open to get hit, especially in co-op. You're never going to see these 2 in co-op, and if you do, whoever's hosting isn't going to be happy. But yeah, in epic raids, Yami's a lot better, and that's why he's probably going to be higher than Noitora, because Yami does have the Holo Killer, which, if you don't know, so far, every epic raid has been a Holo character, so which means he's doing extra damage, right? But yeah, Yami's more of a PvE-based no-attack or based flurry character, and then Noitora is a PvP-based flurry character, so both of them are good for autoing. Noitora could probably do it better, But again, I'm not a fan of using either of these two in PvE. But if I was going to use any in PvE, it would be Yami over Noitora. So that's why that they're in B tier. It's not that they're bad. It's just I rather use these characters like these two. But another thing about Noitora is that he doesn't have long reach of swords, so he kind of has low range on his normal attacks, so you want to kind of get close and personal, which again, sometimes isn't always a good thing, especially in Inheritance and stuff like that. So that's why they're in B tier. Again, I'm not saying they're bad, it's just that I'd rather use someone else over these two. Zamari, no surprise here, is going to go into D tier. He has freeze flash steps, I believe, and he does have long stride, which is cool. Means he can clear stuff fast. Or, at least fly around fast, but his strong attacks are just horrendous. His first one is terrible, second is a vortex, and his third isn't even full screen, so that's why he's there. He does have a use in a different game mode, and we'll get into that in a bit, but right now, just in PvE, you're never going to really use him outside of, I don't know, would you ever use him in anything? That's why he's in D tier, so we're going to put him there. Coming up next, we have Stark, who's going to go into S tier. Being one of the only few ranged Aaroniero killers in the game, at least for tech, is a good thing to have, depending on Senkamon or stuff like that, and in Guild Quest. But we're not on my Guild Quest right now. He's such a great character. His first is a beam forward, great to have for a ranged character. Second is a cone forward, and, similar to 1000-Year Blood War, Toshira and Mugetsu. And then his third is a full screen. But the main thing about him is that his collisions on his strong attacks are melee collision, which means he's not getting any hitbox problems, he's not missing anyone. Whoever he hits is getting hit and they're probably dying. So that is why he's this high. And then on top of that, he does have Havoc, which if you don't know, it's a skill, a kind of rare skill to be honest, like Long Stride, but rarer than Long Stride now because they've actually given Long Stride to a few characters recently. But with Havoc, it increases your range on your strong attacks. So a full screen strong attack is now more than full screen. So it's great to have. He didn't need Havoc, but he got it, and that's what makes him really, really good. And that is why he's in S tier. Applo is up next. He's going to go into A tier. A great SP-based character. Honestly, better than I thought he was when I first saw him. So that's why he's this high. The main thing about him is that he got Havoc, but he needed it, in my opinion. Stark didn't really need it because he had great strong attacks, but Applo did because his first strong attack isn't full screen, but with Havoc it is. I think it might be even better than full screen now. His second is a Vortex forward, which some people don't really like. But with the range, because he does have Havoc, he has a lot of range and it can, suck in a lot of people, so it's good. And then his first strong attack also has, again, with Havoc, can go really far, can pretty much hit off your screen, so it's really good to have. It's a beam forward similar to Stark's, but I think a bit different. Again, and he also has melee collision, so he does not have any hitbox problems. Great character to have, and he also is a recharge character. Again, one thing you can see in common right now is recharge, which he's a no attack based character, and then strong attack damage. You don't really like to have strong attack damage as a soul trait. But outside of that, he does have a special which can, I don't think it heals, I'm not entirely sure, but what I do know is that if you use it and anyone in your game, or yourself included, dies after you use the special, you'll revive with 50% HP. So it's great to have it, great in co-op, great in IZ, great in Inheritance Zone, great in single player. I said Inheritance Zone twice there, but also great in Epic Raid and stuff like that. And he's also a bonus, so hey, great character to have, and that's why he's an A tier. Aaroniero is next, so Aaroniero, my boy, deserves to be an S tier, but I wouldn't say he's as good as these two, so we're going to put him just above Applo in my opinion. I prefer Aaroniero over Applo. Maybe I'm biased, probably am, but again, he's also a great character. His first is a beam forward, similar to 1000-Year Blood War Yamamoto, also range collision. His second is a, I'm not sure if anyone has a strong attack like him. What it does is sucks them in and then pushes them out. It's alright, it's good. It's probably better in Epic Raid or so. It's a decent strong attack to have. Could be better, honestly, could be better, but it's not a bad strong attack in any way, in my opinion. So that is why he's there. And then his first strong attack is also full screen. His special heals, great character to have. He's also recharge, sorry per killer. There's not a lot of speed sorry per killers in the game, especially his spider ones. Like, he kind of fills a niche. I think the only three sorry per killers that can come to mind is Kokuto and Shinji. Kokuto, you can make an argument to say he's better. Shinji, I don't really like Shinji's kit, the speed one that can transform. That's why, he's alright. But Aarioniero's a great addition to a speed sorry per killer. And I think that's the list for PvE, though. Again, probably the most controversial part will be these two. Again, I don't really like normal attack based characters in PvE, so that's why they're that low. But yeah, that's the PvE one. Let's move on to PvP. Alright, so now we're on to the PvP tier list. Let's just fill up real quick. So you're great, you're also great. I'd put you higher. I'm probably going to do this. So that, and then you go there, and then you go there. Actually, probably put you there. So with PvP, I think this is fine. Let's see. We want to rank the order. So I put you higher. Let's see. I put you higher. Maybe you higher. There we go. I think that's the list for PvP. So SP based characters in PvP aren't that good unless you have like the shield. That's pretty much the meta, right? Aizen and Toshiro both have a shield, which means they can do a lot of damage without getting hit, and potentially not get one-shotted by a flurry character. The flurry and poise meta is the thing right now in PvP. That's why Noritoro is great. He's in a tier of his own. Yami is usable. I wouldn't use him that much, but he is usable because he's mainly a PvE centric character, but he is definitely usable in PvP. And then Nelio, being an Espada means she's not having not much counters, and then she does have weakening and everything, so it is great. And she does have a vortex, so she can compete. She goes against a Chad for some reason, and she inflicts weakening, she can survive. So this is pretty much the tier list. Pretty short, right? But Hakone, no affiliation, which means she's going to do, he can do a lot of damage, or taking less damage, I guess, but SP based characters aren't really that good in PvP, so that's why they're this low. And then Zamari's just kind of trash, so he's going to be in the lowest tier because he just has trashier strong attacks. But yeah, that's the PvP tier list. I think this was the easiest to do, so let's move on to the Guild Quest tier list. Alright, so now, Hakone is another S tier character for Guild Quest. Pretty obvious, right? He has long stride, it's pretty obvious, right? He has long stride and 3 flash steps, really, really good. That's what you want in a Guild Quest character, to speed run things really fast. And then his strong attacks are also really good for clearing out, Guild Quest flaws. So the main thing is the second strong attack, the beam forward, and a lot of the floors are really narrow in Guild Quest. So using that second could potentially just one-shot the floor, and you can just speed past it and move on to the next floor. And that's why he's at high. He does have recharge, so you're getting your strong attacks back faster, which is what you want in Guild Quest. You rather have that than strong attack damage. But I think that's about it. A great character to have, up there with the best Guild Quest characters in the game. So that is why he's in S tier. Grimmjow is going to go into B tier. He's all right. Again, you're only ever going to use Grimmjow when he's a bonus, and that's pretty much why he's there. Nelio is going to go into A tier, mainly again for her no-attack string. No-attack based characters aren't really that usable in Guild Quest outside of the odd Guild Quest where they're a bonus and you want to use it. But she's really good. There have been multiple times where you can get 180k with her, or 180k with her. It's mainly because of a no-attack string where it breezes through the map. You're actually faster using a no-attack string than actually flash stepping with her. So there have been times where she's a bonus, and then you can use your main runner and then switch to her, and then use your normal attack string just to get a bit of that extra speed. So she's going to go into A tier because since her release, she has been proven that she can clean up a lot of Guild Quests. Noritoro and Yami is similar again. They're going to go into D tier because I don't think I've ever had to use them. I've used Noritoro once as a bonus because I had no other bonus characters, and I mainly just used him to nuke because I was lucky on the floor that he could nuke. But again, a no-attack based character, they're not really fit for PvE, except if you're Nelio and like maybe Yoruichi, the purple one, the Hatsui one. But yeah, they're decent. You might use them occasionally for a bonus, and that's it. And if you did use them, you might just use them to nuke some floors and stuff like that. And even then, they might not do a good job because they're not an SP-based character. But yeah, that's why they're in D tier. Let's move on to Zamari. Now, this might surprise everyone. We're not putting Zamari in D tier like we have in the last 2 tiers. He's actually going to go into A tier. Now, the main reason why he's in A tier is not because you want to use him as an actual character. But you actually want to use him at level 1. And you want to use them to get combo. Now, if you don't know already in Guild Quest, the meta is to get 1000 combo, no damage that you can then clear as fast as possible to get the highest score possible. Getting 1000 combo will give you, or 999 combo will give you an extra additional 10,000 points. So what people have been doing recently is using 2 bonus characters and then Zamari, because 1, you can use your second strong attack, the Vortex, which does a lot of hits, and their first or the third, right? They both do a lot of damage or a lot of hits, and you want to use that. And then you want to just use him to flash step, right? Because he does have long stride. He does have a lot of flash steps. So you can just speed through, get combo, switch to your main guys, do the damage, switch back to Zamari, speed through the map, get your combo up, and then that's basically just rinse and repeat, right? That is somewhat the new meta, I guess you can say. And that's why he's that high. Stark, we're going to put into A tier again. Similar to Hakone, Great strong attacks to have. And we haven't actually had to use. We haven't had an option to use him yet, but we do know from other characters and stuff like that he's gonna breeze through guild quests when he's a bonus or when he fits the rules. Not as fast as these two because they have things that can make him faster. Hakone has long stride and stuff like that. She has the great no attack string, but we know for his fact Stark's gonna be one shot in range of his strong attacks, and it's gonna be fun to use him. So that's why he's gonna be an A tier for now for guild quests. Next up we have Applo, who's gonna go into A tier. For two reasons, pretty much. One, to actually use him. His first strong attack is great for clearing out certain rooms in one strong attack, similar to the Stark, similar to Power Aizen, similar to 1000-Year Blood War, Yamamoto, and who else? Hachikun in this latest, or yesterday's guild quest. But yeah, great strong attacks to use in guild quest. When he's a bonus, he can be good, and he can also be used as a vortex character if he came at level 1, because he does have a vortex on his second, which does have frenzy. I believe it's a 20 hit count, so usable if he's a bonus. That's the only time you're gonna ever use him as a vortex character. The thing with Zamari, you could probably use him outside of him being a bonus, but with Applo, if you're ever gonna use him as a vortex character, he's got to be bonus. And last but not least, we have Aaroniero, who's going to go into A tier, but we're actually going to put him above Thing. Now, we haven't had the option to use him yet, especially me because I don't have him. Rip. But he could potentially move to S tier, depending on how the meta changes with his guild, with his second strong attack. So, his second strong attack, if you don't know, hits 46 times in 1 second. That is crazy. Characters, the combo characters that we use almost every day in our guild quest is Tag Team Ichigo and Rangaku. You can use Retsu, but she's not as good as the other two. So they hit 50 times in like 6 or 7 seconds. You also have the option to use their first, get some no attacks in, and use their third. But with Aaroniero, is 46 combo in 1 second is kind of game breaking. Depending on the the layout of the mobs. If it's in a boss stage, you could use your first, you can use your third, and then use your second to suck everyone in and just get so much combo really, really fast. So he's going to be a great character to one, similar to Applo as well, use in guild quest as an actual character and also keep him at level 1, because that 46 combo in 1 second is going to be crazy. Again, like I said earlier, we haven't seen the impact yet because we haven't had a chance to use him, but when we do, it's going to be crazy. People are going to be getting high scores and stuff, especially if he is a bonus one day. So, that's the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. A free tier list. Hopefully I don't get roasted too much for it, but hey, if you did enjoy the video, smash the like button, subscribe, share, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think of these tier lists. I'll be happy to know your opinions if I did something wrong or good. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.